What's going on YouTube? Darksword255 here, where the numbers may be randomly generated, but the content itself is not. And we are going to be doing a little tipsy-whipsy review on our boy who, if you did the fusion, I'm going to mispronounce his name, Kro'khad. So this video, guys, we are going to be going over a couple different things. We're going to be going over builds, items, runes. Sorry, wrong game. Masteries, builds, where you can use him. We're going to be doing some play testing as well. We're going to be running him in hard faction wars. I'm going to be showing you guys how he performs in Hydra. And, you know, other than that, guys, it's pretty straightforward. So let's go ahead. What we're going to do is we're going to jump in to how I have him built and some alternatives. We'll also talk about different teams for like Hydra. You can throw him in as well. And do if I think that if he's comparable to Thor. So to become part of my team, click the link in the description right now to get Elenaril for free, as well as 3 more amazing epic champions as you level up. Here's how you do it. Log out of Plarium Play on your PC and uninstall it. Click the link in the description, register with a brand new email, launch raid, and complete the tutorial. Go to your inbox and claim your first champion. Don't miss out on this chance to get a free Elenaril along with 3 epics as you progress through raid. Click on my link right now and let's get started. This is my boy right here. I'm actually super excited to have access to this guy because now Packmaster he's not really as useless anymore. I really like when Plarium makes pairs that are accessible to everybody. Granted, you know, if you're brand new to the game, obviously the pair is not accessible. You have to pull a Packmaster, but if you've been playing the game for any length of time, you should have Packmaster sitting. I mean, I had him in my vault, honestly. But anyways, like I said, like it's great that you have I don't know, if you've been playing the game for long enough, you should have this pair. And most of the pairs that Plarium creates for raid are not necessarily that great. They don't really have a good synergy with each other, or if they do have a synergy, it's not like overwhelming. It's like, oh my god, if I pair these two together, it's basically like GG easy. Unlike like Ancora and Narcissus are a great pair together. Siphi and Rhodos are a great pair, but there aren't a lot of like huge pairs that are like, if you have them together, it's basically GG. Now, this guy, if you guys are a progression account, will help you significantly in Hydra. Even in Chimera, you can use him very easily in Chimera. Generally, you can use him in Doom Tower, but again, I'm using him primarily as a full auto team in Hydra because, you know, I have to manual some of my teams, and sometimes I just want to hit the ba-bum, you know, go next, done button. So, anyways, guys, I have him in a 9-piece merciless set. Alternatively, you can have him in merciless, savage, and lethal. I mean, if you're really down bad, cruel. If you have, you know, if you're really down bad. Now, the thing that's so great about merciless is that 35% ignore defense, as well as a 15% chance of getting an extra turn. Both of those in particular are so massive because we want him to be dealing as much damage as possible to, again, for, you know, any waves, bosses, anything, as well as having a chance to get these skills of his off cooldown faster, or even get an extra auto attack is monumental. So if you can get him in merciless, I think that it's worth sacrificing some even attack, you know, his speed. It's worth sacrificing some of these stats to get him in that 9-piece merciless. Obviously, a 9-piece merciless is more of an end game build, right? Not everybody has the accessories that you need to build a 9-piece of any champion. Like my free-to-play cannot build a 9-piece, for example. I don't have the relics. So I have him on my free-to-play in the best merciless gear that I have. Again, you know, if you do not have a 6-piece, which gives you at least that 35% damage, ignore damage, lethal is a great alternative. I would say what I would do, and I know I'm jumping to masteries real quick. If you do not have that 9-piece merciless, I would go with Helm Smasher. If you have lethal, savage, or if you're using cruelty, again, man, if you're using cruelty, you're really like, you are a pretty brand new account. But, you know, I would say go with Helm Smasher. If you have him in 9-piece merciless, I would go with War Master. I was watching Ash's video and he said that the damage is comparable with the 9-piece, and I just realized that my mug is in the way. Anyways, so I have him in Helm Smasher because I have him in 9-piece Merciless. If you don't have him in the Merciless set, the 9-piece, I would run with this. Even if you have a 6-piece, I think that Helm Smasher would be more beneficial for you. So pretty standard runes overall, guys. Let me move myself back to the other side of the screen. I'm flying. I have him in decent speed. Obviously you want him 100% crit rate, as much crit damage as possible. And how I am running my dudes, I am not using accuracy. This is just like a byproduct, honestly, of the gear that I have. I did not even try to build him in high accuracy at all. And this isn't even really that high of accuracy, but you know, I wish that I could get him in higher attack, but this is the best that I could do, which is, I think, pretty decent. You know, let me look at my Thor. I don't even think, well, first of all, I think I took gear off my Thor. I did take gear off but my Thor, relatively comparable. But the difference is with Thor, you need to have that high accuracy to land his stuff. And again, these are not 100% comparable because I took it off of Thor and put it on Kro'khad. Kro'khad? Yeah, you guys can, don't roast me too hard for the mispronunciation. I'm trying my darndest. Anyways, so, you know, I wish that I could get this higher, but I would have to take a lot of gear off other champions. If I was on the test server and just had like endless silver, I would make this guy unbelievable, just to like kind of showcase like this is the max power that you can use with this champion. But you know, I do not have access to the test server and I have limited resources. So I think that having this approach showcasing a champion is a little bit better, because then now you can say like, hey, my account, you know, this is how I have gear associated with my account. Like, is it worth ungearing certain people? Is it worth like me, you know, building all of these different things? Okay, so that was my boy. That was my dog. Love the dog. And we're gonna go over as well, like I said, pairing him with Packmaster here. So can you use him without Packmaster? Yes. Is it as vital? No. I'm like, is it like you do way significantly more damage and stat boosting and debuffing with him on your team? You know, I probably should stop jumping around. I am jumping around a little bit. Let me just continue going over this guy. So his A1 attacks all enemies. This attack deals single target damage to each individual target individually rather than AoE damage. Well, will also ignore all reflect damage buffs and effects, ally protection, and so basically it just hits right through everything. This attack can also deal double damage when counterattacking if Packmaster is on your team. So absolutely huge. Attacks all enemies, places an extra hit on enemies under 2 debuffs. Has a 75% chance of placing a leech and a weaken debuff for 2 turns. These buffs cannot be resisted. Again, this is why you're able to build this dog with zero accuracy, because these abilities are unresistible. His A3 attacks one enemy, will ignore 50% of the target's defense, as well as life barrier and poison cloud. God, I hate poison cloud, but poison cloud buffs and the effects that redirect damage, attacks, or debuffs to another champion. So basically you can just single target the head of mischief, which is if you do not have a hex, like if you, let's say you don't have Mithrala, you don't have a good hex set, or you're just building a team that doesn't have hex, this is great because of the next, you know, when I go over Packmaster, why it's okay, but you can target through that, as well as poison cloud if you don't have a great, if you're an early to mid game account, you don't have a good block damage champion, or let's just say it's on cooldown, the skill is on cooldown for your block damage champion. It doesn't matter, it goes right through it, because how poison cloud works is if poison cloud is on the enemy, you guarantee weak hit, which means that you don't land your buffs, which is very annoying. And his passive, increase the damage, this champion's attack by 5% when killing an enemy or decapitating a Hydra head, stacks up to 25%. Increase the champion's attack by 10% when killing an enemy or decapitating a Hydra head. If Packmaster's on the same team, instantly activates dominant predator skill against a Hydra head when an ally is devoured by the head if Packmaster's on the team. So this right here. So whenever a champion is nommed, he will immediately attack that head with this, and this will ignore all the damage. So if you have him built strong enough, and let's say Packmaster, does anybody on your team gets nommed, he can basically just almost snap them out if you have him built strongly enough. As you can see, guys, I do not have I have no books. So this is unfortunate. When I did my playtesting, unfortunately, this is what I was stuck with. I have no books. relics, if you can put the crown on him, it's awesome. Wielder damage increases by 1% for each time they place a debuff stacks. You're placing debuffs with your A2. So basically it's the same ideology of like Thor, Ninja, who, champions like that are replacing a lot of debuffs. And the benefit of this guy right here is the longer the fight goes on, the more damage he scales off of. So these longer prolonged fights like Hydra, Chimera, he is just constantly scaling. If you do not have the cornet, obviously running the Talon is really, really good as well. You could also run Scroll of the Unseen if you have a champion on your team that puts veils down. Again, I'm super budget. Running this would be a good alternative to the Coronet, as well as if you have the Cat's Gaze, which your boy Dark Sword does not have a Cat's Gaze because I just didn't do the Mad Hatter event, which is terrible. I really wish that I had that champion. It would make so much of my account so much better if I had Mad Hatter. But anyways, I digress. Let's go and jump over to Packmaster and why he's such a pivotal champion for the dog here. All right, guys, so what I did, and I think this is funny because when I initially was doing like my review of the dog, I said that you really want to have Packmaster and Relentless. Absolutely. The Relentless set 18% chance of gaining an extra attack. Each consequential chance is reduced by 45%. We want that unbelievably badly, right? We want that unbelievably badly because we want him to be able to do more of his abilities, therefore triggering that team up attack with the dog. So Packmaster's A1 attacks one enemy, has a 50% chance of placing a 60% decrease debuff for 2 turns. Then the team with like any of the dogs, you will attack. The ally joining the attack uses their default skill. And if you have, good accuracy, his A1 places a decreased defense. Now, I hate taunt in this game right now because it's so useless, right? There's not a lot of great places for taunt since they've basically gutted it for Hydra. Removes all debuffs from this champion and heals them by 50% of the max HP. Then places a shield on this champion for 2 turns. The value of the shield is equal to the surplus healing. The shield cannot be removed, stolen, transferred if there's a dog on the team. Also, taunt and reflect damage cannot be removed as well if you have a dog on the team. So these are basically protected buffs for free if you're using any of the Terra Beasts, right? Which obviously we are. His A3 fills the turn meter of all allies by 25%. Also has a chance of placing a block buffs on all enemies. This buff cannot be resisted if you have. So basically, I have him built. Again, it's just because of my gear. I have him built. I mean, when I did this, right? I don't care about accuracy, right? You don't need accuracy. The stats for these gear, like, look at this. 43%, like 43 additional accuracy. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't aim for this to be high accuracy. And if you're building him in accordance of having a dog on your team, you don't need resistance because your buffs are protected. They cannot be stripped. So you really want him to be as fast as possible with as much HP as possible. Yes, 62k HP is low. This is the best that I could do with the Relentless gear that I have, right? And then I actually do not have any masteries on him. If you wanted to put masteries on him, I would say probably go down the defense tree. Bull Rock would be great. If you want more resistance, if you're just using him like just solo, I would say the Unshakable is great. Again, really don't need accuracy. If you want more HP, Elixir of Life is great. If you want him to be more of a damagey build, you can just do a standard like offensive tree, and put War Master on him. You don't have to. I mean, again, I just threw him in Relentless, gave him as much HP as I could, and made him as fast as possible. Yes, 260 is not as fast as possible. You see some other content creators are like, everybody on their team is 300. Like, can't do it. Can't do it. So I actually do not have a relic on him. This to show you like how much I'm really mainly focusing on the dog versus Packmaster, because Packmaster is just basically there to enhance your dog's attacks. Now, in Hydra, guys, I have a screenshot of me running. I just did a Hydra run on hard. And we could showcase the damage and stats like right here. So basically, look at how much insane damage that the dog was able to do. And I'll run a little bit of a quick little battle here just to kind of showcase what you will see. You do so much like early attacks, like what would be even better for this team is if you were able to put down counterattack on him as well, just so you would attack even more. And this team can be changed immensely. The reason that I have as much shielding, you know, or protection as possible is because I've found, and also like watching other content creators, your dog is so weak. Like he's very, very squishy. So you want to build a team that is, oh my God, look at that. He just basically just one shot this Hydra head. Actually just so insane. You want to build a team that is going to give him a lot of ability, either like a revive to bring him back after dying. But again, at the same, like my dog doesn't have all of his books. So he should be able to be putting down, if you have him fully booked, a bunch of leeches, which would help him stay alive. But again, you know, I don't have the books to book him out right now, unfortunately. I think I still will. But this is what, like I said, you can see how the team is running. Like he is ally attacking like crazy here. And that's why I had Podrag in here. If you could change out Podrag with like Lady Mikage, just for like an extra ally attacker. Lady Mikage is awesome. But you know, Podrag is great too, because he has a chance of also turning down the skills. Oh my God, look how much damage I'm doing to these downed heads with like his abilities. It's crazy. So basically this is how the run will go, right? If you had him fully booked, then you would be doing a lot more damage with your abilities, because you'd be putting the weakened down guaranteed. Bam, 2 million damage. 2 million damage on that down head, just himself. It's crazy. And like I said, we can look at the total damage, and that was a full auto, guys, right? So that was like a full auto run. Now again, everybody on this team could be changed out other than Packmaster and the dog, right? I have Wix just for the shield and the taunt. You can change him out with Amali, Visix, really any taunter, right? You can do that. Or if you do enough damage, you can run without having a taunter, and then you just are like just bullying people down. Lydia is the decreased defense and strengthen. She adds a bunch of stuff to your team. You can change her out with anybody who puts decreased defense down. I have Duchess in here. You can put Shamal in here if you want. You can put Rector Drath in here to replace her, just for the veil, the perfect veil, or the deal with the Head of Torment, basically. But these two champions are the most important here. And again, you don't even have to have an ally attacker, right? Like this Podrag is a flex pick, right? Padre is a flex pick. So if you wanted to go with somebody with more damage, more sustain, more like positive buffs, or even, you know, you could put a reset champion in here, and all your skills are just constantly on reset, right? There's a lot of different options here. So he's fantastic, and it's, you know, it's a lot easier of a team to build, I think, than necessarily, you know, let's say Thor. I can't really do like I mean, I could, right? Like I could do a comparison between Thor and the dog here. The problem is, my Thor has a 5-star blessing on him, number one. Number two, I have to build Thor with high accuracy, like 300 plus accuracy, which then diminishes the amount of other stats that you can put on him, right? Versus Packmaster and Kro'khad, right? Like together, like you don't have to build accuracy. So then you can dump all of those resources into other stats, attack, crit damage, speed, like even HP if you need to, right? So that, like, you know, they're comparable by the fundamentals of how they work, but this duo I think is still better. You'll do more damage with this duo than you will just having Thor single-handedly on your team. Now guys, I waited on purpose to make this video today because the orc faction is open, and as you can tell, my orcs are terrible. They're bad, right? I mean, obviously, like this is obviously better than, you know, most teams here, right? That like most people have. I just forgot. You know, my orcs are terrible, right? I don't have a lot comparatively to like other factions, and I've been playing this game for a while. So we're gonna test this out. We'll go him for the revive. I don't know. We can go, I guess, HP burn, and then we could go Seer. Seer would be good here, but probably, let me see if is he built real quick. He's not. Damn it. Okay, he would be fantastic for me to put in here, but unlucky. I have to build him. Okay, I guess just for the testing, we will go with, I'll put Iron Brogni here. Perfect. Drop that down. Drop this. Increase attack, which is awesome. And then let's see, we will attack all targets. Oh my God, he just absolutely deletes the wave. The entire first wave is gone. The entire first wave is decimated. Honestly, like just with him, right? And the great thing is like him having the taunt, all of the oh, here he goes. Watch this. Boom. Oh my God. He actually might be like, this combo might actually just be able to just the solo, dude. Look at that. I don't even need to like do any of his other abilities. I'm absolutely shredding all these targets. Counterattack. Boom. Actually, I probably, oh my God, dude. All right, so we'll drop this down. We will do bam, block, increase attack. We'll do his A2. One shots the wave. Just one shots the wave. Now imagine, guys, if you're doing just normal faction wars, how like giga easy this is going to be. Counterattack, boom. You're definitely gonna need a reviver and a healer for sure on this team. Look at this. Oh my God, dude. It's so nice. I gotta be a little bit careful right now. Yeah, because he's gonna get frozen. Damn it. I think I'm just going to, let's see. Oh my God. It just one shot the Tauren. That was crazy, dude. So the downside of obviously having taunt is that like everybody is attacking Iron Brogni and not, here we go. Damn it, dude. Cool. Wow. So they put a debuff down and Kro'khad immediately, oh, and I got my cooldowns off because of the, holy cow, dude. I gotta kill this. We gotta kill her. Look, ally attack. Boom. Increase attack. Hopefully that doesn't freeze anybody. I counter it, dude. Look at the counter attacks. It's just so easy. Look, bam, dead. And this is hard. This is hard. Ready? He's gonna attack. He's going to attack. Oh, he's gonna put a taunt on. That's unfortunate, but it's fine. Yeet, dead. Bam. I literally almost did. If I full autoed this, I would have been in my best time for this, right? I also just realized that I probably shouldn't have done 6, but like unbelievably easy. I'll even, you know what, guys? I will even sacrifice some of my keys and we'll do a stage 21 run. And then I'm not even going to touch this. Let's see how fast that I can beat stage 21 of normal. Ready? Attack. Boom. And you know what? You could also set up a team like dead. 9 seconds for the first wave. And this is like, I'm not touching it, right? Like I could make a team for faction wars and then have it like be actually like optimized. Yeet. I'm interested to see how much damage he does to the faction war boss. Ready? Yeet. Look at this, guys. He's just melting these waves. And for orcs, again, guys, orcs are one of the worst factions. I think everybody agrees that they're not. Orcs and Ogryn are just really hard oh my gosh. Extra attack? Oh my gosh, he just did, oh wait. 500,000 damage to that, you know, that ad. Look at this, attacking, ally attack, ally attack, ally attack. Okay, that's unfortunate, but it's fine. Look at this, dude. He's just shredding this. Cool. So he puts the leech down. So all of our ally. Okay, ally attack. Boom. Okay, we want to see ally attack again because of relentless. Oh my God. Put this down. I really want to showcase the increase attack. Huge. Okay, here we go, guys. This is his big attack. Let's see. Do we one-shot the boss from here? Oh my God. I just did 800,000 damage. This is stage 21, guys. This is stage 21. You can easily, if you have these two champions, and I would even argue, even if you have, you know, just the dog, you can finish orc with just this guy. This one champion can 100% beat this entire crypt for you easily. I'm super happy. You know what? We're absolutely giga limit testing. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this right now. Let's do yeah, let's do this because of her. which is super annoying. I can't stand her. I can't stand her. I can't stand Kaja, and I can't stand these two people in this. Unlucky we didn't kill everybody. Okay, but we taunted the people that matter. Okay, he should ally attack. They're all dead. Oh my god. Wait a second. Am I going to actually just be able to just like progress my faction wars? Guys, I might actually just be able to beat this. I have been stuck. Oh my god, look at this, guys. I have been really just stuck on. I mean, you could see, you saw, like, I could not beat this boss. I was just autoing the boss, like the attack underneath it. Oh my gosh, dude. Okay, huge. So we put the taunt on. So we want him. Yep. Okay. Oh my gosh. Look at the damage, guys. This is awesome. Kind of stinks that I have to, like, I'm just going to keep auto attacking, like default attacking, whatever. Default attack, default attack, default attack. Oh my, 3 default attacks back to row because of Merciless, dude. Okay. That's annoying, but that's fine. That's why I have this guy. We revive. I'll auto attack. Ally attack. Probably should have killed this guy over here, but you know, I was you know what, I'm just gonna kill him. We're gonna one-shot him. Boom. And obviously, yeah, I get, guys, that this is like the lower end of hard faction wars, but I just showed you what you could do to normal the normal faction wars, right? Like the normal crypts. Level 21 took me so unbelievably long to actually beat. And my champions are really not that necessarily great. I mean, honestly, I think that if I wanted to run these teams just quicker, so like if I could to the higher stages, supplementing Iron Brago would be really good. Okay, so let me see what this guy does. Attacks all enemies with block buffs. Fully heals except for this. Places a taunt. Okay, so if I remember correctly, I think I can immediately. I want to put this on. Ally increase attack. I'm going to do this first. So 200,000 damage, actually huge. Okay, we're ally attacking now. This is great. Okay, but we're just being like just giga feared, which is really annoying. Ally attack. He's feared again. I hate this. Let me see. Can I drop this? Oh, dude, I've feared 3 times. Like, come on with that. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this, but like this is already looking like really, really, please don't get feared. Oh, thank God. Okay, huge ally attack. Put this down. He's about to smack us. Huge though with these counterattacks. Ally attack again because of the taunt. Let's go. Like he gets hit. Let's see. Does he get? Okay, of course he gets feared. Oh my gosh, we're do I need to do this under 100 turns? Wait. Oh my gosh, guys. Let's keep it. Oh, wrong. Oh, whoops, wrong button. Wrong button. Ally attack. Boom. Oh my gosh, but we're just getting feared so unbelievably hard, which is so annoying. All right. Oh, that's so bad. Okay. As long as he doesn't die and I can revive my dog, I actually might just like, even if he does die, I think I'm just going to take this. Like I have been stuck, guys. You don't understand. I have been stuck on this stage, and this is the closest that I've gotten to killing this, by the way. Yeah. Oh my God, dude. We were able to progress. We were able to progress to the next stage. Holy cow. Thank God. Wow. So actually, you know, I think if I sat down and actually like manualed this a little bit more and even put better gear on my Jorg, if I was able to have like kind of like stronger gear on him, higher resist, honestly, so he doesn't just get permanently feared, that would be a 100% team. But like if I'm able to 100% it and then I make a team, like you could just full auto that and you'll just fly through that, dude. So if like for my account, and I know that this is a review of like the champion, I know that this has been a little bit longer, so I do apologize. Like I've only been, oh my God, I've only been able to beat Barbarian, Sylvan Watchers, and now I think with this new guy, I'll be able to actually hard progress through the Orc faction and beat it. Like you actually do not need like all of these crazy champions. But we'll have to see like later on, guys. If you haven't already subscribed, make sure to subscribe. Let me know what you guys are. You guys impressed with this fusion? Did you go for him? Where are you using the Daug right now? Let me know, guys, down in the comments. I'll see everybody in the next video.